So we kind of touched on parking challenges. What do you think the top 3 mistakes foreigners make are?
That's why I have it like a foundation of my job: transparency, honesty, integrity.
What are a couple other red flags?
I would say
Be careful with your power consumption because your house might not be set up for it. We have discovered on our journey together a landlord's term of renovated can mean many, many different things.
yes.
So we kind of touched on parking challenges.
Yes, please develop your questions.
So living in a city that had the population of half the country lives here,
Right.
and it was never built with the infrastructure to have this many people, parking is a challenge.
It is a challenge, mostly in Tirana.
Yes.
I must say. But I also have to say that the infrastructure of Albania is ever improving. Like you could literally see it with your own eyes.
Absolutely. Even
a
in the
daily
last
basis.
year. Yes.
On a daily basis,
Absolutely.
which is better than 5 years ago, better than 10 years ago. It's just never ending to improve,
Yes.
which is supposed to be like that.
Absolutely.
Right?
I completely agree. And there are so many more options for parking now than when we first moved here. There are new buildings going up that are taking the time to put in extra parking
Exactly.
to help not just the people in the building, but the citizens of the city.
Right. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
But it is a challenge. And street parking, that was new for us, to text the number on the sign
Yeah.
to let them know what zone you were in.
Yeah.
That was confusing the first time we did it. But it's also a walking city.
It is.
The whole city is walkable.
It is.
So the street parking was a challenge, learning to text the phone number, and it wanted to know what zone you were in. So that was new. It is available. It's just not common because it's a walking city.
Especially when you compare it to the cities of the US or,
Yes.
or North America or any other country that has a large surface,
Yes.
land mass. It's just,
I think that's something that people tend to forget a lot is Albania is tiny.
it's really tiny.
It is the size of Vermont.
I know. Even smaller, I would say.
It is.
28,000 square miles,
Yes.
square kilometers.
Yes. And it's a very small, very compact little force.
Right.
So having half of the entire population living in a single city,
It does really cut off the need for transportation.
It does.
You can actually solve a lot of daily problems just by walking.
yes. And there's so many other options to driving in the city anyways, because we do have, a lot of people don't think this, but we do have public transit.
Yeah.
We have taxis on every corner that are completely affordable as well.
Yeah.
There are bicyclists. There's people like our group that we tend to use scooters everywhere we go. We all use electric scooters. It's easy. It's
great.
Efficient.
It is great. It
It is.
so great.
And
I love
it's, keeps down on the emissions too.
Yes.
So,
Also that.
so moving on, common mistakes and red flags. What do you think the top 3 mistakes foreigners make are?
What do I think?
Mm-hmm.
What do I
As far
think?
as when they move here with their rental experience or their buying experience?
They have a solid preconception about the country and the prices. And
Very outdated.
very outdated. And they get like a shock when you show them reality. And the shock can be to the levels that they accuse you that you are not sincere and transparent.
Oh, I didn't think about that
the
side
point,
of it.
To the point that they are thinking, because I mean, I don't blame a lot. Like Albania is Balkan, Mediterranean, close to Middle East. So there is not a very high level of trust in society, it is what it is.
It is, but we're trying to change that.
Absolutely. That's why I have it like a foundation of my job: transparency, honesty, integrity. Extremely important.
And you live up to all of those.
Any other thing can be compromised. I don't compromise these 3 things. So to get back to what I was saying, a lot of foreigners have this solid, concrete perception about Albania. And when they come here, they completely get shocked, but they don't want to change that, which creates problems for them.
Absolutely.
Which, in my point of view, I try my best to tell them, hey, I understand that you have this conception, but things are not like this in Albania. These are the prices. The real estate market has these prices. I know you think that maybe it's like two and a half or third world country, but when it comes to real estate, the prices are not what you think. Other prices, let's say food, for example, yes, they are cheap.
Oh, thank goodness,
when
too.
it comes to real estate, I must tell you the truth that it's not what you have thought. These are the
Absolutely.
prices.
And the information is just really not available to the general public, which is one of the reasons
not.
why we're
True.
doing this. You know,
It's
sticker shock is what we call it in the US, and it's very, very common to hear from foreigners here.
What do you call it?
Sticker shock?
Sticker shock?
Yeah, when something is exceedingly more expensive than you thought it was going to be.
Yes.
You know, the people that say, I thought I was going to get a 2-bedroom apartment on the square for €300.
On the square, not, but I would say that mostly, like the statistics I have in my head, almost every message comes with Blloku, an apartment in Blloku. And it's like the price is €250 or €300. And I'm like, you have traveled through time. You are coming from the 90s.
Yeah.
These prices are in the 90s or maybe 2000s.
Yes.
And also, I personally tell people, please, Blloku, it's like a famous VIP thing, but it's not so good to live there.
No, it's not.
And a lot of them contradict me, but some of them do listen to me, and then they actually thank me because they actually visit Blloku and they think I would never live here. But
I was one of those people.
Yeah, but somehow Blloku has this.
I think because of the information that's available about Albania is so tourist oriented.
True.
So Blloku, Muslim Shiri, those are the common, and the square, those are the things you really only hear about.
Right.
Because that's party central, tourist central, and shopping central.
Exactly.
So people associate...
I would say more party and social rather than shopping centers.
Muslim Shiri is shopping.
Yes.
So much shopping.
It is.
But it's that conception that these are the only names a foreigner hears.
Yes.
They don't realize that, you know, Pesmai is a wonderful neighborhood. Pesari Ri is a great neighborhood, but they don't hear those.
Lovely.
Yes. And they don't hear those because that's not tourist related.
It's also the fact that foreigners that have lived here, when they talk to friends or people that are planning to move to Albania, they always promote Blloku.
Yeah.
And it sticks in their head, it carves, it burns down in their brain.
It creates an image.
And it just Blloku, which is, okay, Blloku is nice, social, you know, like
it is. It's a wonderful place to go hang out.
But
I don't want to live there.
No. I mean, it's a nightmare when it comes to parking.
It's a nightmare when it comes to crossing the street on a Friday night.
Most of the buildings are quite old, meaning from the 90s.
Yes. There's a couple communist era buildings in there.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I try to tell them, have a broader image about Tirana or even a broader image about Albania.
Right.
Look at more neighborhoods, look at more cities, and you will absolutely find a place that you would call home comfortably.
Yes. What are a couple other red flags?
I would say humidity and cracks in the structure. I would say there is also like a human energy that you can get from the landlord.
Mm-hmm.
That I try my best to use psychology and to read body language to understand if I'm dealing.
And you think these are foreigner mistakes?
Yes, because they don't pay attention to these things or they don't listen to the landlord.
Very true.
A red flag can be, for example, a property that has been empty for a long, long time. There must be a reason there. Like, why didn't you rent it? What is the issue? What is the problem?
And a foreigner would not consider that.
Yes, they would, but sometimes just because they want to get a property as quick as possible, they close an eye on that, and they also compromise. One other thing that I would say that they should pay attention is that the location of the property.
Mm-hmm.
There are some properties that they are located in an extremely noisy place.
Very true.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
Especially if you are planning to be here 12 months and more.
Yes.
If it's like a week or two, yeah, you can deal with it.
Absolutely.
But if you're going to actually live, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's a problem, and you should consider that.
I agree.
Also, another problem can be old electrical stuff in the house.
Yeah.
You need them to be in top shape.
Yes. You do.
Need that.
And I think a foreigner mistake is assuming that they can use power here the way that we consume power in other countries. But we consume a lot of power.
Mm.
And a lot of places here are not built for that because Albanians don't live that way.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely.
You know, so I think like one thing I've heard all of us say multiple times, be careful with your power consumption because your house might not be set up for it.
Yes. Also, this is the bad aspect of it, but there is also a good aspect of it, that a lot of foreigners, they are used to the bill for electricity and water, expensive.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, no, that was a very happy
And
surprise.
here, that is a positive surprise, like you
Yes.
said.
That is a very
really
happy
nice,
surprise.
pleasant
Yes.
surprise.
But I try to encourage people to live more Albanian and less American or any other culture, really. The habits that Albanians use, turning off the hot water tank, not using the air conditioner when he should be, things like that. It does save. It also lowers the impact on the environment.
Yes, it does.
But it's also, depending on where you live, your house or apartment may not be able to handle you living like an American in it.
That's a very good point. This is also that I didn't mention about the red flags. This is extremely important to see the infrastructure of the house, if it's in top shape or if it's newly renovated.
Right.
And when I say renovated, I mean cables, wires, plumbing,
Yes.
everything.
We have discovered on our journey together, a landlord's term of renovated can mean many, many different things.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's very important to have a guiding hand to know what that version of renovation means.
Totally agree. Totally agree with that.
Now, you also give a certain sense of protection to your clients because you have
my
knowledge.
appearance, like,
Not your appearance.
okay.
No. Funny guy. No, I mean, first of all, your knowledge is a layer of protection.
Yes.
You're advocating for your client.
Absolutely.
So that is a level of protection that you're not going to get if you're out here trying to go it your own.
No, I actually, in my head, I have very simple concepts when it comes to these things. I behave like this house is going to belong to me. Like I'm going to live there. This is my approach. And with that approach, I'm thinking, would I put myself into this position? Would I lock myself for 12 months in this position? And if the answer is no, I'm not going to tell yes to my client. I'm not going to put my client. I'm going to tell him, hey, man, this is my approach. These are my thoughts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My suggestion is, let's forget this option. Let's look for another one. If the person insists, I'm okay with my conscience. I can actually double insist, but not push it too much.
I don't know. You got pretty pushy with me with the house with the door painted shut.
Meaning,
and you said, no,
yeah,
we don't want this one. And I was like, but it's really cute.
Yeah, but honestly, cute doesn't go so far.
No, but
honestly.
I mean, in that instance, you literally protected me from me.
There you go. It's actually this approach that makes me get this situation in this way, because I don't want myself to be put into this situation. And automatically, by the mirror complex, I don't want this person to be in that position. That's it. Simple as that. I don't overcomplicate it. I just think, will I live there? Will I like it? Would it be healthy for me? Would it be comfortable? If the answer is yes, we go for it. If it's no, I tell them, no, let's don't do this. Let's find another problem.
And that people don't understand how important that is to have, especially in a realtor. Because let's be honest, a lot of people are like me and they go, oh, it's cute and I like the location. Not, oh, the doors are painted shut, the windows don't open. I don't think that air conditioner works. I didn't notice any of those things the first pass through the house. You guys noticed it.
Right. If I can make a connection with what we talked about, the agency fee, I'm going to say this. The agency fee, it's an incentive, it's a stimulus to do your job, because, of course, the realtor has bills to pay, has his own life, has a lifestyle, and, of course, money is important. But a good realtor doesn't look at the money. He looks at the result. He looks at the solidification of its reputation. And that brings more money than just being absolutely target and focused on the commission.
Yeah, because you're going to earn more in the long run than just at one time.
Because this is a profession that is one of the most important feature is trust building.
Yes.
If you build trust, if people like you, if people are comfortable with you, people going to bring people to you. Yeah. Eventually, or they going to return. Yeah. Or they're going to propose you to do business. It's unavoidable.
I feel like we've lived all of those things.
I know. But what I'm trying to say is that there is a lot of bad actors when it comes to real estate. There is a lot of super fishy type of realtors that in their head, the only objective is the commission. Yeah,
it's that one-time mentality that makes it not beneficial to work with that kind of a realtor.
Which is, I would say it's a professional suicide.
Oh, I would agree with that.
Because eventually it will catch up with you.
Yes.
And Once that is gone, your reputation is like you're a fraud.
Yeah.
You are not an honest person. Good luck building that up again.
Yeah, I feel like
Really
that's
good luck.
something once it's gone,
It's
gone.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
That's
I agree
why-
with that completely.
That's why in the beginning of my job, I kind of made a promise to myself that, or not a promise, but I made a statement. I told myself, you're going to sacrifice a little bit in the first year to build your sphere of influence, to build your reputation, your portfolio of clients. And then eventually trust the process and you're going to get the fruits in return. But if you only go into the job, I'm going to make commission, make commission, and disregard human relationship and disregard the future, you're going to lose.
Yes.
1,000%.
Yes. I mean, you have so many clients that, I mean, including clients we all know that consistently refer you because you've done a good job. You've had the human interaction.
Yes.
And you have done the work. People don't understand. Realty doesn't work here like it does in the US. I feel like you work quite hard for your commission. I know that in our case, you ran around to dozens of different properties. You did videos. We FaceTimed.
Yep.
And we were doing this from another country. We were in France at the time.
There you go.
So we dealt with time zone issues and it was a lot.
I know.
You did a lot for us. And without that kind of personality, that kind of drive and that kind of wanting to make someone happy, I feel like you're working with the wrong realtor if they're not wanting to make you happy. Because at the end of the day, how many clients...
I would love to say yes, but let's the audience decide for that.
Well, I mean, and they have. Our audience here in Albania, the people we have consistently referred to you, now refer you to other people as well.
That is exactly the mechanism that I was thinking when I started this job. It's you build trust, eventually you build it like the movie with Kevin Costner and the baseball.
If you build it, they will come.
They will come.
Yes.
It's just that.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Now, another benefit of working with someone like you is your market knowledge. You have an unending, unlimited amount of knowledge for the local market. And by local, I don't just mean Tirana, because you deal with other areas and other zones as well.
Durrës, Vlora, Saranda, Lezhë, Korç.
Theft.
I'm not so proficient with theft, but there's always room for improvement.
Of course, expansion is the way.
Absolutely.
But we had talked to other realtors and we have friends that dealt with some of we'll call shady characters that said, yes, I can do this. And it turned out they didn't even know what was available because you don't have an MLS system here.
No.
So I would imagine that makes your job even more difficult.
It does.
Now, I know in our case, even if we found a property that was through someone else or a private person, you still went and looked at it for us.
Yeah.
You still went and videoed it for us.
Yeah.
And handled all of the communication for us.
Correct.
So without that MLS system, you are boots on the ground.
That is exactly what it is. We need that MLS, like you guys have it in the US, but eventually it's going to come. Honestly, it must come because this is in connection with when foreigners come, some of them bring bad things, some of them bring good things. And this is a good thing that we don't have, but we must have, especially in my profession.
Yeah, I think it would make it so much easier on realtor and client as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously as Americans, we don't understand how it works because we've always done things this way.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first time you told me, I have to drive over there, I was kind of confused.
Right.
So, well, why wouldn't you just
use the laptop?
Use your laptop and show me what it is.
Because we don't have that infrastructure yet or that system yet.
So is that something that you're looking forward to seeing?
1,000% yes.
Yeah.
1,000%. I have some collaborators and some actors and we are thinking about that actually to do that.
Yes. One of our other friends, Elijah.
There you go.
I think that will be a really good thing to make market knowledge easier to access.
Absolutely. Hands down. Absolutely.
Meanwhile, thank God you've got a good brain because your knowledge on the market is phenomenal.
I try. I really I must say my approach is this. This job compared to any other job that I've had and done, it's really, really easy.
Yeah.
Look where I am. I'm working right now. The clothes, nice weather, nice
beautiful location.
Even the office, nice colleagues.
Yeah.
Really, really amazing people. AC, water, coffee. It's not like I'm working with a shovel. Meaning, or in the mine, shaking hands with the devil 2,000 meters below the ground. Meaning, if this job is so easy, Plus, I like it. Plus, it's interesting. Plus, it gets me to know interesting people. And plus, it does pay my bills. I'm super happy. And this approach makes me go above and beyond because I don't see it as a burden. I see it as, oh, this is part of my job. I like it. I love it. It brings food on my table. Why should I complain, or why should I not actually work?
And I think a happy realtor makes a happier tenant too. It makes
happiness is in your job can be applied in so many professions.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
And it's addictive. It's easily transferred.
Yes.
So like for me, that happy attitude transferred into, first of all, it was easier to trust you because you were honest, you were upfront, but you also obviously thoroughly enjoyed your job.
Yes. Yes.
So that trust was easier to build, and it made me more excited about coming here. Because again, we dealt with you from France.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we were getting into. So
totally understand.
Having that happiness relayed through our hundreds of video calls and messages was contagious. So I went from, I guess we're moving to Albania to, we're moving to Albania.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I want people to feel when they want to make a decision to come to Albania.
Yes.
Because
it makes a difference when you get
here.
They're
going to find a nation with an archaic feature of hospitality. Meaning,
it's archaic, but it's beautiful.
To help people, to really support, and whatever they have whatever they possibly have, they want to cut it in half and give it to you.
We like to say that Albanians are born with kindness in their blood.
I would say that. Maybe it's a stretched statement, but I would say that.
We have run across so few Albanians that didn't have that kindness and wanting to help that people say it's part of the culture. I think it's part of your DNA.
It can be both. It can be one affected the other.
Very true.
With the passing of time.
Very true. I've never really understood how to get across to people because it sounds corny when you say it.
What?
Oh, these people are so kind and they're so generous and they want to help.
Yeah.
It sounds very corny, but
like
it's so true.
But it's true.
It is very, very true.
No, I actually have studied it in the sense of trying to understand it. What is this? It's because I read a lot of books, and even when I go back with books 3 centuries ago, 6 centuries ago, 8, 12, 15,
it's the same thing.
Feature.
Yes.
It's the same behavior.
Yes. And it's something that is so very uniquely Albanian. I have traveled a lot, and I have never experienced this, what you call archaic, anywhere else in the world. And it is so comforting. Like, even we traveled last year, and when we came home, that was all I could think of is, I can't wait to get home where people are kind and they don't yell at you for no reason. And it was nice to come back to that kindness, helpfulness, gratitude for being alive.
It's genuine, by the way.
It's
sincere. It's not forced.
It is.
Especially it's with foreigners.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like, I don't know why everybody becomes Mahatma Gandhi when they deal with foreigners. Like, immediately they become
Mahatma Gandhi.
Super friendly, super helpful.
Yes.
Of course, there is bad apples. I'm not saying
of course there is.
1,000%.
I mean, we don't live on another planet.
No. Yeah, exactly. It's not like a fairy tale type of country. But especially this
you're
feature
right.
of hospitality and helping people is just above and beyond sincere, genuine.
Yes, it is. And I don't think people really understand how sincere until they get here.
Yeah.
It's something you have to experience. So now that you know the process, and we have a professional on hand that can answer any of your questions, in our next video, we're actually going to take Klajdi and he's going to show us some apartments. Just apartments?
Villas, warehouses.
And you're going to see exactly what you are going to get for your money. And a lot of advice on updating the outdated notions that are available online right now.
Exactly.
Because so many things are out of date. Prices are completely different than anything that you're going to find online. And availability is different as well. This is a city of construction.
Yes.
So we're going to take you through some of the common, the most available, the higher end, the lower end.
Yes. 1,000% we can do that.
So stay tuned for the next video.